Medicine Hat city officials are flying high after a $5.3 million airport expansion was opened for business. Mayor Ted Clugston says the previous council decided the expansion was a must because Medicine Hat has some of the highest leakage rates for an airport in Canada for a city our size.
By leakage, I mean a lot of our citizens fly, but they don't fly out of Medicine Hat. They fly out of Great Falls and Calgary.
As most residents know, the city has also been working to attract new carriers to the region, like WestJet or Sun Destination companies, to increase traveler interest and diversify the flight market.
We don't have a flight that flies directly here to Edmonton for people to go be able to do business there for the day and come back on the same day. So that's something we're really working on, is getting some additional flights, some additional destinations, some more competitive flight rates, so that it makes economic sense to hop on a plane and go to Calgary for your meeting as opposed to driving there, or again the Edmonton.
So really we're trying to increase our experience so that they can hopefully get to the south as well, those sun destinations, via partners with other airlines and other cities. They go to Medicine Hat, Lethbridge to Puerto Vallarta or Vegas.
You know, most business people I talk to do business in Edmonton. Our government officials do business in Edmonton all the time. And we just think it would be a great benefit to our business community to have more flights, more competitive pricing, more destinations.
One of WestJet's requirements to consider flying into Medicine Hat is to have enough post-security seating to accommodate a full Q400 plane, their new smaller aircraft at 78 seats. So that's what the city added, up from the 16 or 17 seats in the original building. They also built separate arrival and departure zones, moved the baggage carousel, and added a new full-service commercial kitchen.
The less than comforting facilities we had before, I think were in fact a deterrent. People now will come here. We've got amenities in our departure lounge to sit and play on your iPhone or work on your laptop and charge it while you're waiting for your aircraft in relative comfort. And that's not an understated fact. It's important to people.
Attendees at the airport's grand reopening noted the modern, sleek, updated appearance inside and marveled at the historic Medicine Hat touches sprinkled throughout the building. But the airport isn't quite done yet. Next up is a $7 million rehabilitation to the runway and some taxiways.
You may remember we were talking about extending the length of the runway. However, we're trapped by Highway 3 and the city, and so there is no room to lengthen the runway. And so we've seen some very, very large planes come in here. That's not the norm, but a 737 Boeing can take off here about half full.
Although there's no clear sign right now that a new carrier will move into Medicine Hat's regional airport, Huntus says Air Canada has already taken a step to increase service, adding a 5th daily flight to and from Calgary back in May. With that, he hopes to see last year's 34,000 local passengers increase by 4,000 or 5,000 by the end of this year.
In the next decade in Medicine Hat, I would love to see 2 air carriers competing for bigger pieces of the market. Passenger numbers back to where they were in 1980 and 1980, 1990 when we were 50 or 60,000 passengers. I think that's very achievable, and I think that others share that same vision.
For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Christy Pick.